Hello, this is Pamela, the Stampin' Pink Rose, and this is no longer a Wow Wednesday, but rather a Technique Wednesday, the first of our new year. I decided to change it up a little bit. The concept of Wow was just simply a real quick, fast one, and I think as we explore techniques this next year, we're going to want to make them a little bit longer and expand upon them. So, now that's strange. I thought I brought everything out. I'm sorry. Hang on. I missed the most important element, our paper. Okay. So, we're doing a watercolor wash today. And when I get done with this, I want you to go off and play with the colors, and I'll give you a little hint of a place that you can go when we're done, so stay tuned. Okay, this is the card that I did with all these different colors, and you don't have to use all these colors. You could keep it in one shade, you could keep it in two shades, whatever you're wanting. There is no right or wrong way to do this, which is great for a beginner. I used the butterfly, I don't mean butterfly, the dragonfly, I'll correct myself, the dragonfly framelits here, and it's in the New Occasions catalog that just came out today. There's your dragonfly, totally. Beautiful words, beautiful stamps, and you can bundle it together and save. Okay, so there is that. Okay, now we're going to get started, and I have a myriad of colors here. So I've got my paper towel, and I have got, and I'll remind it as we go along, I've got rich raspberry, sweet sugar plum, flirty flamingo, pear pizzazz, peekaboo peach, daffodil delight, and pool party. Enough colors for you? So, as I said, this one's going to be a myriad. So I'm going to back it all back up. We're going to start, of course, you're going to use your Aqua Painter. You're going to be using this a lot this year, so make sure you do have your Aqua Painter. And I'll explain cleaning it off. Now, I've already put some ink down in the tray here on the side from one of my ink refills. Okay, this is rich raspberry. So you don't have to saturate your card, which is watercolor paper. That's important. You're going to need it. Watercolor paper. You're just going to take it and you're going to go like this. And you're going to do however much you want to do. And the more water you put on it, the thinner it'll get. Okay? So now I got one there. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to wipe it. And I'm just strictly wiping it until it comes out clean. Okay? Then I'm going over here with sweet sugar plum. And I'm going up into the other color a little bit. And mine is really watered down. And I don't know, did I bring sweet sugar plum out here? Looks like it. Yep. So I'll add another drop into my lid of sweet sugar plum. Okay. And see how it just smears and blends and goes. Okay. That's about all I want of that. I'm going to clean up my brush again. Okay. Now, my next shade is going to be an interesting one. Okay. I have got Flirty Flamingo and Peekaboo Peach. Okay. Alright. Don't have the lid on. This one is Flirty Flamingo. This is Peekaboo Peach. Now, you do not want, and I'm going to move this up a minute, you do not want this in your lid if you're going to mix two colors. Because then when you close it, it's going to get on your pad. And that's the same with this. So, instead, take your square acrylic block, put a drop on it, okay, And I just put Peekaboo Peach on there. And now I'm going to give a drop of this. And I'm going to take my Aqua Painter and I'm going to swirl and I'm going to bring it over here. And by the way, your paper will curl. And as much water as you want. And by the way, if it gets too dark to your happiness, take your paper towel and go like that and blotch it. And you'll get a different effect. Okay? Okay. Let me make sure that it's not going to spill out. Okay. Now, I want to wipe off my brush. And you could just wash off your acrylic block. No big deal. Okay. All right. Next one, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. Now, I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz. As I said, there is no rhyme or reason for any particular way I do the colors. Now, see how that blends in? Think about it, streaked sky on this, okay? And see how I blended it up into the other, okay? Now I'm going to close this up. And I'll give you the list of colors that I used today on my blog site too, so that way if you want to replicate anything, you can. I'll just list them. I'm not going to put up the color bars, okay? Now, can you see what it's doing? By the way, the Daffodil Delight will come out really bright. So the more water you add, the more you'll be able to dilute it. Okay? Okay. And as I said, there's no rhyme or reason. Okay? Okay, now I'm done with that one. And I'm going end to end on my paper. You could go over so far and you can give it a jagged effect, whatever you're wanting on that. Okay. Now here comes Pool Party. And I didn't bring out the inker on that, so it will probably be real light. Okay. And I'm just kind of blending it up. Okay. If I had the other out here, I would definitely darken it, but I didn't bring it out, so it's going to go like that. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to let this dry before you mount it or add anything to it. You can stamp the words down here, happy birthday if you wanted to, and you could put the dragonflies up there. You could put a flower on that. You could put a heart with gold on it for love, like for a Valentine's card, and make it extra special. But again, this is a color wash technique. Really neat. As I said, you're going to use your Aqua Painter. And by the way, I want to remind you, I sent out today my first of my 4 weeks of January Valentine's PDFs. And if you subscribe to my newsletter at Stampin' Pink Rose, then you will get the free PDF every week. Also, yesterday, the people that had my newsletter got a preview of the technique cards that are forthcoming. And I am still working on perfecting that technique, because I'm trying to make sure the slides, as many as I can, are on one sheet of paper, so you're not printing eight pages of paper. But so I'm working on the techniques, and if you have the newsletter, then you'll get a technique card. And the idea with the technique card is you'll be able to take those, print them, and put them in a notebook and build a technique notebook. And that comes free of charge from Pamela the Stampin' Pink Rose when you subscribe to my newsletter. So that's another one that I've done this year. If you are lost on stamping, go back to Stamping 101 under Ideas and Tutorials, and it will explain to you with videos on how to do stamping Also, under the ideas and tutorials, I've added a definition section. So if you have a word you're not sure of, by all means, check that out, and that'll help. And there's all other kinds of things to explore on my blog site, and particularly that area. I mentioned a minute ago about color. If you look on my blog site, there is a color lab. If you push on that button there, it will take you over to a site that has colors. And what you can do is they're all Stampin' Up! Colors. You can pick out a color and punch on it, poke it, whatever you want to call it, and it will go up in a little block. And then you can pick another color and you can do the same thing, and you can see how those two colors look together. So that's another great way of an aid for you on helping you with colors. If you're not quite sure how two colors will look together, maybe you're wondering how rich raspberry and sweet sugar plum look together. Or maybe you want to know pear pizzazz and rich raspberry. But anyway, that'll give you another place. So make sure you check out my blog. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter so you have a chance to get the free PDF cards that you get every week from being a subscriber, plus the PDF of the technique cards. Okay, again, this is Pamela the Stamping Pink Rose showing you another technique. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me.